so in love with you.
Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers. Now, the data is in, and quantitative tightening that the Federal Reserve and Jerome Powell is doing is absolutely crushing the housing market, and at this point, the tech industry as well. Layoffs have finally begun and are surging across the nation. Now, more specifically in specific metro areas, which are going to be especially important to watch, because as we see continued layoffs, we will also see continued rapid price crashes. So for any of you that thought the newest CPI report was a signal to the Fed that the pivot is coming, need to pay attention to this video, because we are not out of the problem that we're currently in by a long shot. In fact, I don't even think we're even close to how bad this is going to really get. So today, we're going to look at layoffs in the tech industry, in the real estate industry, and we're going to take a look at how many small businesses are currently behind on their rent. That's right, you guys. The small businesses that are behind on their rent is surging. So we're going to look at also unemployment numbers, and we're going to save a special article that I found to go over towards the end of this video. But remember, you guys, I'm not a financial advisor, even though my bio is as a realtor, loan officer, and instructor in Texas. So I love real estate. I love helping first-time home buyers. You guys do me a favor, because this is my personal YouTube channel where I'm a renter. I'm a burned out worker, right? Even though I own real estate, I'm renting. So all the haters, chill a little bit. But all of this to say, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Don't leave me hanging, guys. Shoot me a comment below, but let's get started right now. So we're going to get started right here with CNBC. Here's the name of the article. Here's a rundown of the tech companies that have announced layoffs in 2022. Now, obviously, y'all, this is a result of quantitative tightening and how low the interest rates were, and how the fact that a lot of these people were also rug pulled and somehow didn't see this coming. A few points that this article makes is Meta cut 11,000 jobs Wednesday in the biggest tech layoff of 2022. So 11,000 households, guys, is a huge detriment, right? Especially if that's a concentration in any local housing market, especially for the work at home market as well. The tech industry has seen a string of layoffs this year in the face of uncertain economic conditions. Layoffs come as the digital advertisers are cutting back on spending, and rising inflation curbs consumer spending. Now, before we get into the list, let me read a little bit more of this. Days after Twitter's new boss, Elon Musk, slashed half, you guys, Elon Musk slashed half of the company's workforce, Facebook parent Meta announced the most significant round of layoffs ever. Meta said on Wednesday that it's eliminating 13% of its staff, which is more than 11,000 employees. Let's take a look at some more of the tech companies, okay? So here's Meta at 11,000 job cuts. Let's keep going. Twitter at 3,700 job cuts. Now, remember, you guys, in certain local metro areas like Boise, 3,000 houses being dumped on the market is going to change the whole housing market. 3,000 is a lot of people, depending on the housing market, depending on the local market. Lyft dropped 700 jobs at 13% cut. Stripe, 1,100 jobs. Coinbase, around 1,100 jobs. Let's not even go into crypto. Unbelievable, you guys. Shopify cut 1,000 jobs, you guys. Netflix as well. Netflix cut 450 jobs already. Microsoft, you guys, Microsoft let more than 1,000 people go, reportedly. Snap, more than 1,000 job cuts as well. Robinhood, are you serious? Robinhood, 31% of its staff, you guys. So a lot of job cuts coming along in the tech market. Chime, 160 jobs. Tesla cutting 10% of salaried employees. So that is astonishing. I don't know when that's going to happen exactly, but Tesla is saying 10% of its salary employees are gone. That is going to be huge as well, you guys. So obviously, you guys, it's no mystery. Tech is getting absolutely slaughtered as a result of the quantitative tightening. So again, all of those high migration cities like Phoenix, like Austin, like Boise, even San Jose, those cities are going to get hurt especially bad with all of the tech layoffs, because the predominant amount of the migration was due to the job market. It's due to employment, and a majority of the employment in those cities was the tech industry. So when the tech industry layoffs continue like this, it's only going to mean that it's going to put more pressure on prices because it will increase inventory and it will create more desperate sellers. Now let's take a look at a report of the month-to-month layoffs right now, which take into account tech and real estate. Because remember, you guys, we have Opendoor, Redfin, Zillow, all of these people have already done layoffs, and we lost Sprout Mortgage, right? We lost Sprout Mortgage as well. We've lost mortgage companies, but take a look at this list right now. Now, this will be listed in my description. This is TechWire. This is Layoff Watch. Oracle restructuring continues, plus layoffs sweeping across the real estate sector. So it's no joke. A lot of companies in the real estate sector are in worse shape, actually, than the tech sector. So let's see a couple of these companies right now. Let's just read this first part right here. So the reports are that 724 startups have cut at least 95,212 jobs since January 1st of 2022. So 95,000 job cuts since the beginning of the year. And further, tech sector layoffs rose to more than 45,000, according to TechCrunch. So of the 95,000, a whopping 45,000 was in just the tech sector. So here's a list of the late October layoffs, starting with Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter. Obviously, there's reported job cuts coming. Automotive supplier GKN as well. Obviously, Credit Suisse right here. This is a big, big deal right here with them, guys. They're cutting thousands of jobs, obviously. Life Science down as well. Zillow laid off 300 workers in August 26, October 26, October 20th. UK company Arrival, which operates U.S. headquarter, is laying off. 2 property technology companies, Zeus Living, based in San Francisco, and Clever Real Estate, based in St. Louis, announced layoffs amid concerns of the housing market slowdown. This was October 19th. October 14th, Beyond Meat laid off 19% of its sales force. Salesforce makes jobs cuts on the 12th of October. On the 11th, Gnome lays off 10%. Do you guys see this? Impossible Foods, Peloton, Spotify on October 6th. This is insane. Crypto companies are taking a hit. This is insane, you guys. Here's September. So September 30th, Google lays off and closes down their gaming studio. September 30th, also Ashley Furniture, Pepro, JP Morgan Chase, September 30th. 29th, Meta announced. 28th, SoftBank. 28th again, DocuSign laid off 9% of its workforce. Crazy. On the 26th. You guys see this? Goldman Sachs layoff. 26th again, Wells Fargo. 22nd, Peak Energy. This is insane, you guys. Real estate firm Compass. Do you guys see this? I mean, this is insane. You guys can, again, you can access this. This goes back so far. September 15th, Amazon. True Colors, the 14th. The Cloud. Okay, Coates America. Pink Energy. Layoffs are starting, you guys, and it's very, very clear. Okay, so I want you guys just to take a look at this article when you can on your own, because that goes through several months and it really puts in perspective on exactly what's going on right now. So regardless of the unemployment only going up slightly, the job cuts and job losses and unemployment is beginning. But that's not all, you guys. I want you to take a look at this next article right now, because what I'm noticing is small businesses right now are suffering massively. So what the Federal Reserve has to do first is they're going to get the rich people to stop spending. After that, everyone else has to stop spending. Unfortunately, that's not happening. So they're going to tighten even more. And the more people that get laid off, the less those people will spend. Unfortunately, that's how that works. Take a look at this article. So this is from Yahoo Finance, and here's what it's titled: When Small Businesses Can't Pay Their Rent, Can a Recession Be Far Behind? Now, here's what I want to point out. A poll found that in October, the U.S. rent delinquency rate among small businesses, you guys, small businesses, jumped 7% from September to 37%, the most significant increase this year. This is absolutely crazy, you guys. So almost 40% of small businesses are behind on their rent payment. So obviously, you guys, that's a super duper big deal, right? That's going to hurt so many people. That will hurt the investors that own those properties. That's going to affect everyone's cash flow, you guys. And again, what I'm saying is these are the things that actually need to happen, unfortunately, as a result of the reset. That's why there were so many people like myself screaming, Stop, Federal Reserve, stop printing money. And again, they should have stopped in 2021, but as a result of their lack of initiative to stop, maybe it was the political pressures, we're going to pay for that right now, right? Especially if you don't see this coming, which it appears there's so many people that don't see this coming. But the thing is, guys, not only are workers under attack, small businesses are being massacred right now. But let's look at unemployment right now. So let me jump in and show you guys where we're at with unemployment. All right, y'all. So here's Fred economic data, unemployment rate. Now, it did update November 4th, and it went up a little higher to 3.7%. So essentially, we went from 3.5 to 3.7. But the thing is, guys, that's basically where we're at pre-pandemic. So all of this work here, let me show you, from 2013 on, where we're trying to lower unemployment. Do you see that unemployment was 8%, and then it just got steadily down to about 3.6 to 3.5 right before the pandemic? All of this work right here, guys, is a waste. It is a waste because the Federal Reserve is going to attack the labor market and wants to see this unemployment rate rise. So again, their bad policies and the overspending is going to hurt the American worker as well, because Jerome Powell has specifically said that he's not going to stop quantitative tightening until he sees the labor market take a massive hit. And that's going to be especially hard because there was so much money pumped into small businesses through PPP and EIDL, unfortunately. Now what I want to do, guys, is I want to access a very special article, and I want to read a couple paragraphs for you right now before I make my final points. Now, what I'm saying specifically, y'all, is unemployment will continue to skyrocket. And it's going to happen not only in the tech sector, it's going to happen all over the place in the real estate sector, title companies, mortgage companies, realtor companies, builders, construction crews. Everyone is about to be rug pulled. And the crazy thing is, again, they don't see this coming. But let me read a couple paragraphs of this article, okay? The name of this article is Builders Continue Layoffs. Beazer Homes USA announced that it had laid off 1,000 people. 25% of its workforce was unusually among the big publics, only in that it gave actual numbers. More quietly and perhaps with less drama, many other builders have been doing the same, realizing their workforces to match the lower sales experienced by most over the past 6 months. So it's saying that as a result of sales plummeting, they're having to lay off their workforce. And job losses stretch beyond the biggest builders. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported a net loss of 26,000 jobs in residential specialty trade contractors in October. Since its most recent peak in February, employment in residential specialty trades has fallen by 99,000 jobs. Okay, so this is just saying 99,000 jobs were essentially lost in the building department. Now, the reason I read that article, you guys, is that's from 2006, okay? So that article we just read talking about new home builder sentiment, talking about job losses, is from 2006, right before the biggest collapse in U.S. history in the housing market. So the thing is, guys, history doesn't always repeat itself, but it definitely rhymes, as my man Scott always says. In conclusion, so I do have some points here. In conclusion, the points that I want to highlight are: spend your money extra wisely. You may not be able to make the same amount coming up into the near future. Job loss has only just begun. The more money you save right now and the more unreplaceable that you become at work, the more likely you're going to be able to get out of this whole mess a winner. Now, if you're a viewer and you have a tech job and you're nervous about your employment, or you have a job in real estate, now may be a really good time to start preparing your resume and to find an additional source of income. But if you're worried about losing your job, then it is absolutely the wrong time for you to purchase a home. We must remain cautious in times like these. We must stay away from people that want us to be overly optimistic, because remember, you guys, normally those same people make a commission off of our decision to purchase. So again, you need to do your own thinking, your own deciding, your own conclusions. You cannot let me or anyone else do the thinking for you. Now, other than that, you guys, I really hope you guys got some value, perspective, and insights from today's video. And if you're out there investing in real estate, you know I wish you luck and I hope you win.